Hello, my name is Carrie Sherman, and this is my proposal for a school nutrition policy that engages elementary school students through required nutrition curriculum and fun-filled programming. I will examine why this policy is essential for elementary school students and propose two unique programs that schools can implement to enhance students' knowledge and enthusiasm for nutrition. Childhood obesity is a major health issue facing our nation. Obesity prevalence among 6 to 11-year-olds has more than quadrupled in the past several decades. Obesity is particularly more common among minorities, as well as children of low and middle socioeconomic status. This upward trend is putting the next generation at risk of developing chronic health conditions later in life, as well as social and psychological problems and academic challenges. Young children are consuming more processed foods and sugar-sweetened beverages than ever before, which contribute a significant amount of fat, sodium, and added sugars into their diets. Sadly, many elementary school children, especially those from low-income families, are severely deficient in many essential nutrients that are critical for healthy growth and development, given their lack of fruit and vegetable consumption. Environmental factors are often the major contributing cause of childhood obesity. As soon as children reach elementary school, their social environment expands beyond their parents to include teachers and peers. While parents are responsible for a child's diet and physical activity at home, schools take on that responsibility with the food they provide to students as well as through health messaging and communication throughout the school environment. Nutrition education is essential in order to enhance students' awareness and knowledge of the importance of healthy eating. Implementation of evidence-based planned sequential health curriculum has been associated with positive changes in children's attitudes, perceptions, and behaviors. Therefore, the need for more creative and consistent messaging is critical in order for elementary school children to learn and practice healthy eating behaviors at school. Elementary school is a time of rapid growth for children, which increases their energy needs to fuel their bodies and maximize their brain's functioning. Children's daily calorie needs depend on their age, gender, and activity level. Their nutrient needs are also changing, particularly the need for protein, calcium, fiber, vitamin C, healthy fats, and amino acids for physical and cognitive development. Proper hydration is also critical to improve cognition and prevent fatigue. The importance of physical activity cannot be underestimated during childhood, and it is recommended that children ages 6 to 17 perform at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity per day. However, less than 25% actually do. The local school district impacted is comprised of 78 public schools, including 52 elementary schools. The large majority of students are minorities and qualify for free or reduced price lunches. These demographics indicate a high need for quality, nutritious school meals, as many students come from low-income families that do not have consistent access to fresh, healthy foods. The policy I am proposing would implement a nutrition education time requirement and defined curriculum for all elementary school students, beginning at kindergarten and continuing through 6th grade. Louisiana currently requires 150 minutes of instruction per week in health, music, arts, and crafts for students 1 through 6. However, there is no time requirement for kindergarten, nor is there a required school nutrition education curriculum for each grade. In fact, the current policy lacks any strong emphasis on learning the basics of nutrition and developing healthy eating habits at the youngest grade levels. There are no implementation standards that school must abide by. As a result, vague grade-level expectations have resulted in inconsistent nutrition lessons, which are often placed on the back burner. Without a mandated set of curriculum and time requirements, elementary school teachers lack the support, resources, and achievement goals to provide students with a comprehensive nutrition education. Kindergarten is a critical developmental and learning period where children are exploring new concepts and building an appreciation for learning. It is the first year of formal schooling for 98% of children in the United States and marks the transition from early childhood education to primary school. Teaching the basics of nutrition should be considered a necessity for this age group, as it is a prime opportunity to instill healthy habits and eating behaviors. Defining a time requirement of 50 hours of nutrition education per year will ensure that all students are presented with this knowledge in a comprehensive manner. While basic healthy eating concepts are included in the general curriculum for grades 1 through 6, no standards exist to ensure implementation. As a result, nutrition is often disregarded and placed at a lower priority. Nationally, the average number of hours spent on nutrition education in the first 4 years of school is only 13 hours per year, whereas a minimum of 50 hours per year are thought to be necessary to influence behavior. Teachers lack the knowledge, training, and resources to teach age-appropriate concepts effectively that would encourage short and long-term nutrition habits and counteract unhealthy food marketing. Nutrition policies can make a significant change in childhood health if they are implemented effectively and supported through creative school programs. The My Plate musical program is a kindergarten nutrition program that utilizes music, dance, and theater to promote healthy eating messages through a unique, fun-filled approach. Students will be taught a variety of songs and practice role-playing using the USDA's Discover My Plate curriculum throughout the school year, culminating with an end-of-the-year musical performance demonstrating their new nutritional knowledge and appreciation for healthy living. Each kindergarten class will participate in 2 lessons per week, one taught by the classroom teacher featuring hands-on nutrition education, and the other led by the school's music teacher to focus on the musical performance. This dual strategy allows the children to be active participants in the learning process through self-expression, teamwork, and hands-on experiences. To establish the program, school administrators will need to approve the use of the USDA's Discover My Plate curriculum. Kindergarten and music teachers will receive training through the USDA's training materials, as well as from certified child nutritionists, healthcare professionals, and representatives from other similar programs. The music staff will be responsible for the development and implementation of the 30 to 45-minute performance, where parents and community members will be invited to observe firsthand the nutritional knowledge and enthusiasm that their children have gained over the course of the year. The program can be incorporated into the general health, science, and music curriculum or incorporated as a standalone subject. The program will require funding for educational resources, curriculum, and presentation materials, training workshops, and professional development opportunities. Many resources can be accessed at no cost through the USDA's website and from other similar programs. School funds designated for nutrition education, state grants, and community-based grants, as well as fundraisers and nonprofit organizations would also be considered as potential sources of funding. A comprehensive evaluation process will include ongoing assessments throughout the school year to monitor improvements in students' nutrition and health knowledge and behaviors. This will be determined through student pre- and post-test evaluations, as well as parent questionnaires and teacher evaluations. Teachers, administrators, and staff will be surveyed to examine their perceptions of the program's implementation at the end of the school year, led by a school wellness committee. Potential stakeholders include school board members, principals and administrators, food service personnel, staff and teachers, parents, and community education leaders. There are also numerous community partners to involved, including the Louisiana Farm to School Alliance, local colleges and universities, dietitians and nutritionists, and community-based musical theater organizations. All of these potential partners could be significant contributors who embody the nutritional knowledge and expertise, as well as monetary resources. Another program to implement the proposed policy is the Fun Family Food Night program, an interactive health and wellness-focused experience for students in grades 1 through 6 and their families. The program will entail 3 evening events spanning the course of the school year, where students will have an opportunity to present the nutrition knowledge they gained in their classrooms. The ultimate goals of the initiative are to highlight the school's nutrition curriculum through interactive child-led presentations, enhance students' self-confidence and self-efficacy, and increase parental involvement in the school's wellness initiatives. These events will allow parents to experience firsthand the curriculum being taught to their children, directly engage with the school food and PE staff, learn how they can implement healthy practices at home, and participate in fun activities alongside their children. These include cooking demonstrations by local chefs, interviews with the school's food service staff on school meals, and tutorials on how to shop for healthier food items. Parents and children learning together will enhance family bonding and reinforce healthy eating habits. Each school wellness committee, including administrators, food service staff, teachers, PE personnel, and the school nurse, will be responsible for planning and executing the program. Community outreach and marketing will be led by the PTA or the school and district-wide nurse to utilize connections within the community and establish the relationships to secure staffing and funding. No specific training will be required, as it will feature previously trained and certified specialists who will be asked to volunteer their time and materials in support of the program. Program costs will be limited to staffing the event as well as food and refreshments. Administrators will be encouraged to research grants that may be available to assist with funding, including the USDA's Team Nutrition Training Grants and Louisiana State grants dedicated for health education. A thorough evaluation will take place following each event that will include feedback, insight, and opinions from students, teachers, parents, administrators, and school staff to assess each program's performance. The School Wellness Committee will also conduct an overall evaluation to assess their perceptions on how the event was implemented. There are many school-based stakeholders to consider, including the administrative team, food service staff, PE personnel, school nurse, teachers, and counselors, who will be responsible for the planning and execution of the events. The program will also require support from community partners, including dietitians and nutritionists, pediatricians, local chefs, farmers market representatives, local food producers, and representatives from recreational clubs. Community-wide collaboration will be crucial to raising awareness of the program and the district's wellness initiatives. A nutrition policy that defines a nutrition education time requirement, curriculum, and implementation standards should be established for each elementary school grade level, starting at kindergarten, that outlines age-appropriate concepts related to healthy eating and positive behaviors. Strong policies can make a difference in reducing our childhood obesity rate if they are prioritized by schools and supported by teachers, parents, and community members. Schools that support a comprehensive nutrition education policy will place students on the path for lifelong health and success.